Nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Chicago Bears.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
They'll run for the first time with Freeman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of a lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
59 mark, 59 mark, check, 59. I'm coming after you, Get it.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun is Minshew. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky.
is complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
First down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
23-yard line.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Minshew sets to throw. And that is incomplete.
If this is what you want to see from a defense, give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And it's fielded at the 34. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Bears take over.
At their own 43-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
27 on the play.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
He got 29 yards that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
So they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
25-yard line.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
58, Mike, 58.
Now Minshew. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a 1st down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Off play action, it's Minshew. And Eifert has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Freeman. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Minshew. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try here with Miller. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Bruce Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
The kick is.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Bears 3. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really thrown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got hopped as he was throwing it. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
On to punt.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. Let's take it inside his own 40. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 49.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
A gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
Jaguars.
His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Freeman. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Freeman. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
Again, the ball.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
The Jaguars on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Bears 3.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's a great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 7.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down, Bears.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Trubisky. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
3rd down.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Trubisky to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Demetrius Harris.
As the first half is winding down, and the Bears cut into that lead. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they'd only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
For Jacksonville.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he whips that one incomplete there.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Trubisky, and he'll complete this one to Patterson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 5.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
He'll pitch it back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards.
Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
The ball carried by the
tackle made by Kayvon Chason.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this one's incomplete.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
First down, Bears.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
8 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordell Patterson. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
Lock in.
Now Trubisky to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Bears 16. Eddie Pinheiro to kick
now
off.
After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. Play. We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Freeman.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
31.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. This is Freeman, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
On the pickup.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bears 16.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Freeman again. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
Freeman.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
22-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun is Minshew. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambo is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Demetrius Harris, the intended target. 3rd down here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. is Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
On to punt for the Bears.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Westbrook now on the return. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Jaguars.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Back at the 19-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Minshew will set up the screen for Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Minshew sets to throw. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
49-yard line.
Big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
And the Bears 1st down.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Trubisky will throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Allen Robinson now with the Bears, but he spent the first 4 of his NFL seasons in a Jaguar uniform. And you might remember he had the breakout year in 2016 where he had 80 catches for 1,400 yards and a league-leading 14 touchdown reception. Now Trubisky lost the football, but the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And able to find Graham, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but now it's 3rd and goal. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
This challenge was initiated.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Mitchell Trubisky scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave them a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, we do the same.
Absolutely, you have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
No gain on that.
As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
43-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Freeman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Minshew. And Eifert has it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyler Eifert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly controlled right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Bears 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
29-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Chicago.
And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Jags, it's a big win here as they move.
can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. This that splash, this that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Oh, look at me. I bet you can't do it like me. Can't see me when I get on the ground. Game on, it's about to go down. A juke and shake it all up. My moves make 'em run them up. I'm lit so you know what's up. I got the party going up. A champ with the crown